right, let's take a look at lo-fi music, a secret to focusing during study sessions. I realize that a lot of you listen to music while you work. It blocks out the noise, it helps you focus, you get you excited, endorphins, and so forth. And so I want you to start off by looking at what's going to be the best music to get me in a flow. A flow is like working and getting stuff done. It's generally like 10 to 30 minutes, and you're knocking things out, you're focused. And so what's going to get you in the flow? And so first I'm going to read an article real quick by Brendan Lutz, and then I'm going to give my take on what he said. So basically, what he's going to say is that lo-fi music is used by students all across the world to help them study, work out, and focus. The acronym lo-fi, coming from the creator Eric Matthews, stands for low fidelity. This is a type of sound recording that contains technical flaws that make the recording sound differently compared to live sound being recorded, such as distortion, hum, and all this nonsense that I don't actually know. These kind of flaws in the music can trigger this cerebellum and can help students focus on a test or homework assignment. And you're thinking like, what does this relate to anything? Um, this helps you keep track and focus while you're working. And so, as the frontal lobe of the brain is the center of most brain function, it also helps us in how we develop. By listening to lo-fi music, you are helping your brain focus. The brain picks out the differences in the sound and it helps you get in the mindset of focus. It is great for you to cram or if you can't sit still, it gives your brain something to kind of work along with as you're going through all your material. Outside studies also confirm that like this kind of music is really helpful. One survey said that 86% of listeners had an increase in their productivity and their study habits. 86% is pretty good. Like that is super successful. So, in terms of that, I think it's super critical to use music if it helps you. If it doesn't, don't. Now, like Dickens, I don't need this lo-fi nonsense. I had enough of that sitting in like class. I want to go to Spotify. I want to listen to my own stuff. I understand that, but here's some caveats here. I found that when students use Spotify, they spend roughly 50% of their time switching songs. You listen to the first 30 to 45 seconds of a song, maybe, and then you switch. Then you change your playlist, and then you switch again, and then you go back. Spotify becomes such a huge distraction that it's not helpful. And so, what you want to do is find a lo-fi playlist that's going to help you. A lot of times the music roughly has the same tempo, beat, theme, and so kind of like moves together and you don't get as distracted when it goes from song to song. None of it's too crazy that you're like, whoa, I'm overstimulated. I'm sure you say it like that. I'm sorry, that was embarrassing. Um, and then it's just something you set and forget. You play it, you get immersed in it. Um, One thing I will say is on distractions, do look at different lo-fi settings. Some of them have like super stereo quality, and for me, that gets me distracted. So if that's the case, just drop it to mono on the settings, or just pick a different one. So I want you to use this section to you can listen to some of them that I posted, or be like, ooh, it's not really cool, Dickens. Um, Find one that interests you, and I want you to post the URL in the discussion board. We're going to get into the flow. We're going to enjoy music, and we are going to make this year awesome.